All right, you guys. Hey. This is your Ambassador Diamond, Jade Hooper. And I'm so excited. Today, we're going to be talking about being a digital nomad. And this was like a term that but I didn't know that there was like a name for it. And so I'm really excited to teach this to you guys today because this has been like so impactful. Okay. I started this business because I was a brand new mom. I was a hairstylist and I needed to be able to make some extra money, like from home / from my phone without being away. Okay. And so my business over the last 9 years now has evolved to where I have more kids. And so with having more kids comes a lot of craziness. And so I wish that I would have known the things that I know now, or like knew that I could do these things or have these tools and have it be possible, because it's things that make my life easier, make me more organized. It takes way less time and allows me to, like, it equips me to hold the belief that I can be successful at this business as a busy mom. Does that make sense? So if you're brand new, or maybe you've been doing this business for a long time, maybe you're someone who's been doing this business for a long time and you've been working a specific way. Like, I have girls on my team who've been working with no children. All of a sudden they're getting engaged, they're getting married, they're having babies. And what happens is there's this crazy shift in your life, or maybe you started this business with kids, but still there's a shift in your life, and it can be a lot. Like, it can be really hard and really overwhelming because you're so used to working like a specific way. And even for the most simplest things, like how to track your leads, how to track your enrollments, just how to track things, it can get so overwhelming because you feel like there's something wrong with you because you can't do things the way that you used to. That was so easy. Or you're someone who's new, who's coming in this, you're like, I've got kids, so tell me below, comment below, do you have kids? Do you work? Do you go to school? All of the above. Do you have 12 kids and live in a shoe? I don't have like a bra. Okay, we're gonna keep this covered. But anyways, and so that's what we're gonna talk about today. So being a digital nomad is you completely are like digital with all things that you do. And just so you know, there's no right or wrong way to do any of this. For some of you guys, you're going to love paper. And I did love paper at once upon a time, but now the only thing that I have that's paper is a journal. And this is what the inside of it looks like because I have kids. And you know what? That's okay. We're going to go with the flow. We're not going to like purposely look for things that aren't working. So if you hear something behind me, it is my Roomba. Okay. And I can probably say that that's part of me being a digital nomad, like making things easier. I want to work smarter, not harder. I want to be able to be outside and play with my kids and like work my business and not have to bring a whole bunch of crap with me. I want all of this to be easy. If you want this to be easy, say easy. I want this to be easy. Okay. So first things first, I work my business completely from social media, as do most of you probably because you're a part of my team. And I use Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok are going to be my main things that I do. Okay. Especially like right now, pretty much always, video is always going to be the thing that's going to connect you to people the most, because they're going to be able to like see you, like feel your emotions because they see you. You know what I mean? Like you're going to have a better relationship with someone when you can actually physically like speak to them and your guys' like souls connect, versus when it's just words, which words are great too, but video it just like speaks so much and creates such a stronger connection and like faster. Okay. So Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Okay. Now our company has so many amazing apps, and so utilize them. We have our Connect app. This is going to allow you, the main thing that I use this for, honestly, is I use it for creating a shopping cart link and just sending that to everybody. Okay. If you guys did not know, you can, what is happening? Oh, cute. Okay. If you guys did not know, you can send the shopping cart link through like Facebook and Instagram. You can send it, like Facebook's so weird. It blocks it. What you do, and I need to update the app. That's why it's not opening up for me, but you create your shopping cart link, copy the link that it gives you, paste it into Safari or Chrome, like your own web browser. You'll see the link convert. And that second link that it converts to copy that and paste it, and you can send that in through your Facebook and Instagram. Okay. So one of the number one tools, two things that are going to be as a digital nomad. So someone who's trying to go like completely paperless or do this like the easiest way possible. The two biggest things for me, well, maybe three, kind of two biggest things for me. One is my phone notes. I have an iPhone, and two is a digital planner. Now here's the thing. I'm going to tell you what's going to work for me. That doesn't mean it has to be the thing that works for you, but I will tell you that I chose these things because of I've tried many other apps. And this digital planner is like the one. I'm not straying from it. I'm going to keep it simple and go. I have done an Apple Pencil and my iPad, and now my kids take my iPad or my Apple Pencil gets lost, and I don't want to feel stressed out because things are getting lost. You know what I'm saying? This is just the truth. This is what works for me. So the app that I use as a planner is called, I don't know about my room, but I just picked up something. It's called Planner Pro. Okay. And I'm going to dim this down so you guys can see. It's called Planner Pro. Okay. This will connect to, if you have like a Apple calendar, it will connect if you have a Google Calendar. Now, the reason why I use this over Apple or just Google is for many reasons. Number one, my husband and I have a family Google Calendar that's connected to both of us that we put in important dates and important things that are going on in our lives. And it allows us to work together and not against each other. So like we know what's going on. It allows us to communicate. And our relationship has evolved, and it's just so beautiful. And our communication skills and our value skills for each other are just like really, really good. Okay. So that's one thing. So I want Google to stay for like things that are going on with our family and our lives. I want it to stay just that, but you can connect it to this. So anything that's happening, like right here at the top, it says winter break, no school. That came over from our Google Calendar. And I'm pretty sure we have our Google Calendar connected to the Apple Calendar. So like all intertwines. Okay. But this is just business for me. And I do put personal stuff here too, but this is mine. This is mine and only mine. So what goes in here does not end up going onto the Google Calendar. Okay. It has different features. Like you can see just the day, what's going on. You can see what's happening for the week and the month. I pretty much only use the month and then one other specific feature. Okay. So you guys can see, you can change different colors, whatever, but this is how I use this to track like my leads. So I'll show you guys what I do. So once upon a time, so if you are a paper person, this is how it always worked for me. I had an Erin Condren planner, or I had my, what the heck is it called? Day Designer planner. And then I had sticky notes. Okay. And I had a big ass long sticky note, and I would take the sticky notes and I would like rip like a chunk of it off and keep it on the inside of my planner, like on the inside page. Okay. And so every day I would rip off a sticky note, plop it on the front, and anybody that I talked to about the product, the business, whatever, I would write their name down for the day. The reason why I did this was because I'm the follow-up queen. That I truly believe that's how I've been able to be successful, because I think it's just people are watching. It's just a matter of time whenever they're going to, be ready to purchase. Maybe they're waiting and watching, they're waiting for results. They're wanting to see, like other success stories, whatever. Okay. That maybe it's their belief that they got to grow. Maybe it's the trust in you. And so it takes time. Okay. So following up always is just so important forever, without like a specific, like I follow up 3 times and then I'm done kind of thing. Okay. So I would, at night before I went to bed, I would cross off every single name and make sure that they go in my planner for a day to follow up, whether it was at the specific date that they gave me that they were going to enroll, whether it was the specific date that I just chose, if it's a Tuesday, maybe I'm going to write them down for Fridays. Okay. Maybe I'm going to write them down for tomorrow, but they're going to go in my planner. If we've talked about this business, my goal is to get to the end of the conversation where they're either ready to enroll as a customer or distributor now, or get a date. So you want to make sure you get a date. It's like being a hairstylist. I mean, that's how I've come up with like my conversation as a customer is, okay, when will you be ready? I'll get you in my schedule to reserve your spot. I'll get you in my planner to save that spot for you. because as a hairstylist, before someone would leave their appointment, as we're checking out and they're paying, I would say, do you want to schedule your next appointment? Like, let's get you in my planner so that we can reserve that spot for you. And that's where that came from. That's a good hairstylist, keeping your clients coming back, right? Like, just smart. So that system worked really well for me. I'd throw that page out and then I would do a new one every single day. But again, I'm a digital nomad now. So like that doesn't necessarily work for me. So you can do this 2 different ways. And again, this is called Anyplan, and you do pay for it, but you pay for it one time and it's going to last your whole entire life versus buying. I think the app probably costs as much as a planner, but you have to buy a new planner every single month. And I've literally lost my planner at Walmart one time. It was horrible. Okay, so you can do this 2 different ways. What I do, my notes in my phone are everything. This is where I like prep, I'll pre-write posts, I'll save hashtags. You know, before we had things like boards and WordBoard where you could like copy and paste, this is how I saved my messages. I kept them in my notes and I would copy and paste. You know what I mean? Like things that I would just say over and over and over, messages that I would make that were very authentic to me, but I just had to keep saying it over and over and over. I would just copy and paste it because it just made things quicker. But this is what I do. So all of the people that I talked to today, so like this says talking to. So I have Amber, LC, Jenny, PDT, Kayleen, PDT, Damara, PDT, Dee, PDT, Francis, PLC. Like I put next to them what it is. And then my goal is to go through at night and make sure that we've sealed the deal or they are in my planner. So then with this, what I can do is I can click this little plus sign. This is my favorite freaking feature. So I can click this little plus sign and then it says new note. And you can do tasks, but I like keep it simple. So I can name this note enroll. I can name it enroll. And then at the bottom, I just click the date and I can specify what date I want this to be on. So let's say it's for Friday. And then I can write, you know, Jenny PLC, like enroll or whatever it is. The space is very clear and very big. The other thing that I really like too, that made me just love the crap out of this app. Oh no, where did I just put that? Oh, I didn't know what date I just set that for. There's this little plus sign button at the bottom here. And what you can do is insert a freaking picture. So if you do not want to take the time to like write everybody's names out, because we want to just be quick. And the reason why we want to be quick is because why would I want to, if I'm like with my family, I'm like hanging out with my family, or my kids are like getting ready for bed and it's kind of, I'm going to be done for this afternoon. My kids are coming home. We're going to go play and hang out and I'm going to go plug my phone in. If something can take 3 seconds, why would I want to take 10 minutes, right? We want to work smarter, not harder. That's how, like, why would we not want that? It just makes things more enjoyable. So if I'm having a conversation with a potential customer or distributor, let's say I screenshot the conversation, I'm going to go over to Anyplan and I'm going to go into the notes. I'm going to tap the bottom here and I'm going to hit choose from library. I'm going to hit my conversation with Courtney and hit add. So now her picture's there. So when I go to follow up with who I need to follow up with, all I got to do is just hit the picture and I have her name. Her name's at the top. So whether it's a Facebook conversation, an Instagram conversation, and then you can't, sorry. Ship shopper. But anyways, you know what I'm saying? So that has been a huge thing. And it is so important. It is so important that you write down the people that you are having an engaged conversation to. I do not write down who's host a posting for me. And the reason why is because everybody who hosts a post for me, I save them into a private collection in Facebook, or I have them fill out my Flowdesk link. So I have their contact information that way. And you guys have seen my other trainings about Flowdesk and how I'm utilizing email just to be like more efficient and to connect with people in other ways. So I do a lot of host to post. And so I don't track that. I'm going to track the things that we get paid for, which is to, you know, help people like start their business, be successful, get customers and stuff like that. Like I get paid for help, like for mentoring someone else. And then also getting customers. So those are the things that I'm going to track. Again, just like simplifying things. You know what I'm saying? If you feel like you want to write everybody's names down and stuff like that, do it and use the Anyplan, use the notes tab if you want to in Anyplan. Okay. But it is so important that you write down who you're talking to and that you make sure that you are getting them in your planner for a date of following up, and that you follow up and you keep asking for, okay, when do you think you'll be ready? Don't shame people for not being ready, because you probably waited and watched. A very, very small amount of people are like, yeah, like, let's just do it. It takes time for people to grow. So just like honor that and respect that. I've seen people over the years, like they'll shame people like, well, I just saw you buy something at Starbucks. Well, they can, like, people are allowed to do whatever they want to do, and be passionate about when you're talking about your business, be passionate when you're talking about the products. And I think that if you're authentic and you really do love what you do and you love the products and you're sharing it in an authentic way, it's not going to be hard for people to be interested. Do you know what I'm saying? It's just like a matter of when. So make sure that you are writing down the people that you talk to every single day and get them on a date. And the other reason is this, is you might be walking around feeling like you don't have any customers, you don't have any distributors. You're like, no one's interested. I just feel empty. I feel like I have no apples in my basket. I'm going apple picking and I have no apples in my basket. But when you write people's names down and you start to see your planner be full of all of these names, you're going to realize how many people you actually have talked to, and you've just not done like the best job following up with them, completing conversations. If you don't write down who you're talking to for the day, you might totally forget that you're talking to Natalie Johnson about the business because, you know, she responded to you when you were driving, or you asked her a question and you didn't follow up with like, does that make sense? Because she was driving, and now Natalie Johnson got pushed down. And 2 weeks later, you happen to see her, like a random post kind of pop up on your Facebook or on your Instagram. You go follow up with her. Next thing you know, she's already joined with someone else. You know what I'm saying? Like, that sucks. So keep track. A lead is a lead. We look for leads, not sales, because leads lead up to sales, and you can concentrate on just kind of talking to as many people as you can. You know what I'm saying? So I truly, instead of the 12 pack, the yellow cheddar. Okay, sorry, we have like a winter storm coming in, so I'm like trying to get some groceries and stuff before, like, it's like a slushy mess here. But anyways, okay, so make sure you keep track of people. We are in marketing and we market products, and people buy the products and the company ships them. And so it's just a part of sales to make sure that you're keeping track of things, right? You're the one that's offering stuff. People aren't going to be like staying awake at night because they're like, oh my God, I need to like order that coffee. No, people are busy. Half the time I'm walking around my house going like, what the hell am I actually doing? So being digital and just keeping things so simple, utilizing your notes in your phone and utilizing an app like Anyplan is truly going to change your life. The other thing that I like about this too is if you are in leadership and you do, this looks kind of crazy, but don't let this overwhelm you. If you're in leadership, connecting this to, if you use Calendly to do one-on-ones, so mine will show the one-on-ones that I have, what I love. Zoom with so-and-so, Zoom with so-and-so. And you don't have to do Zooms. You don't have to do one-on-ones. Oh, that's so weird. I don't understand what's going on. Anyways, okay. So that's what I love with it. You're able to integrate the calendars and stuff like that. So Anyplan and just using your notes, and that is it. You can do your journaling if you want to. I think by hand is kind of better. That's why I still do the journaling by hand. You can do journaling by hand. You can keep it in your notes, but then that's it. So all I have to walk around with is my phone. Do I have an iPad? Yep. And all the same apps are on my iPad as well. Can I use my computer? Yes, I can. I have my notes that are connected to my phone on there, as well as I don't have Anyplan on my computer, unfortunately, but it is on my iPad, and it is. This lady's saying I ordered cheddar. No. This is about cheese. Okay, sorry. Anyways, okay. So that's what's going on. In a world where we get to build our business from our phone, this is how I do it. I'm able to take this anywhere with me. I don't have to make it complicated. I don't have to feel bad because things that used to work for me really, really well don't necessarily work for me now. And this allows me to be really, really efficient. And I want to be so efficient with my business. If you guys want to use the task feature and put your tasks in there, put your tasks in that app, put your tasks in your note. If you are the kind of person that wants to know, like, okay, did I post today? Okay. Was I in my stories today? Did I grow my network? Tracking your Facebook friends list, your Facebook following growth, tracking your TikTok growth, your Instagram growth, like seeing measurable growth. You can track those things. Okay, so that's how I do it. I hope that this helps you guys so much. I'll link the stuff below and let me know if this helps you. And again, this isn't how you have to do it. There are no rules for how you want to build this business. Build this business in a way that aligns best with you and the things that you like, but these are just things that work best for me. All right, guys, love you so much. We'll see you later.